history has been made in West Bengal as Bengal votes for Parivartan. The BJP ends the TMC's 15-year rule in a stunning political shift. And in one of the key battlegrounds, Swapan Dasgupta wins from the Rashbehari seat. He's joining us here on Times Now. I spoke to him a short while earlier. Listen into this conversation. And amidst the BJP's historic and decisive mandate in West Bengal, joining us at the moment is Swapan Dasgupta, who's the BJP's successful and victorious candidate from the Rashbehari constituency. Mr. Dasgupta, as the Prime Minister has said, the lotus has bloomed from Gangotri to Ganga Sagar. At this juncture, how do you assess BJP's growing national footprint? And with BJP having cracked Bengal, how is BJP going to rewrite national politics?
Well, as you well know, Bengal has been a target of the BJP for a long time. To win Bengal has been an aspiration of the party ever since it was founded. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee began his political career, had his political career in Bengal. He was elected to Parliament in 1952 from South Kolkata, which is really where I'm sitting, where I had the honor of winning the Rashbehari seat this evening. The point is that for various reasons, we didn't actually succeed in Bengal for a long time. And we've been trying, we've been making systematic gains. We made some very spectacular gains in 2019 and 2021, but they were still not enough. And after that, I think what is very important in this context is that we managed to twin our national policies, Modi ji's Vikshit Bharat, Modi ji's idea that, economic growth in India cannot happen unless the East is taken into account. The cultural connect between, right from Gangotri to Ganga Sagar, all these things came together in this particular election. And I think for that I must also compliment Mamata Banerjee for creating the conditions whereby the BJP, the lotus could sort of flower in this state. The administration she provided for the past 15 years has been absolutely horrible, and the politics she gave, which accompanied that bad administration, was absolutely catastrophic.
Right. Now, you have managed to breach what was long considered one of the TMC's most formidable strongholds. In your view, what made this breakthrough possible, and how important was it for the BJP to win seats in the presidency region of Kolkata and South Bengal?
Yes, I think one of our biggest failings in 2021 was that we just got, I think, 2 seats or something in that entire presidency region. This time we've done spectacularly well, except for a few seats which are sort of minority dominated. We have won more or less everything, including seats which we never even nobody even dreamt that we could win. And Rashbehari happened to be one of those things where the Trinamool had a steamroller majority, which they've never lost. And we won these seats. The reason for it is the simple thing, is that connect. We managed to connect with the impulses of an entire Bengali population who were struggling against complete irrelevance in the national perspective. Right. Bengal wanted to re-establish a certain degree of relevance for itself in national life and national affairs. It wanted to be a part of the map of India, and that was being denied to it for the past 50 years. So this is a thing, it's a sense of Bengal's homecoming back into the mainstream of India. And it's a very, very important thing. It's a liberation for a lot of people. You should see the type of reaction which people are having for this victory. It's spectacular.
Right. And, you mentioned the Muslim voters in West Bengal. Mamata Banerjee has, for many years, enjoyed the backing from both Muslims and Hindus, and, of course, a significant portion of women voters. In that sense, do you see that there is a paradigm shift in this social engineering of this victory? And why do you think this time there is a Hindu consolidation that has happened?
There are 2 things. two separate things. One is the women's issue. And I think here women said, look, yes, we have benefited from Mamata Banerjee's Lokkir Bhandar, but it's not a question of someone handing out a dole to us. We want to see the larger economy grow. We want to see our families prosper. Our families have become no hope. There's sort of no prospects for the people in our families. So there was that feeling that once they were convinced that the BJP wasn't going to take away whatever benefits had been accrued to them, they went and now endorsed our larger program. That's the first one. And the second one, when you talk about the Hindu consolidation, I think overall there has been a sense over the past 20, 30 years, gradually, that West Bengal, the distinction between what is West Bengal and what is Bangladesh was becoming obliterated. And today, once again, it's been re-established that, look, West Bengal has a certain different role in society. It has its own culture, it has its own ethos, and it is it cannot become a part of those trends in Bangladesh which are so regressive. And I think this is a very firm statement against illegal immigration. It's a firm statement against radicalization, which we see in parts of the minority community. I think West Bengal is now once again back to a position where national security will be upheld emphatically.
Right. Now, Mamata Banerjee, who started off, urging patience from her cadre, has now pivoted to a barrage of allegations. She's claimed that the mandate was looted. She's even alleging assault. Do you see this as an attempt to delegitimize the verdict after a decisive loss? Because she's even lost her own seat of Bhawanipur to Shubhendu Adhikari by a margin of 11,000 votes approximately.
Well, I don't know what the verdict in Bhawanipur is. I think it's the next door constituency to me, and it's Bhawanipur and Rashbehari, integral parts of South Kolkata. I think Mamata Banerjee never recognized the fact that she had lost the plot. That today, what she was talking about as far as SIR was concerned, about people eating meat or fish or something like that, completely irrelevant stuff. They were farcical. She was not addressing the main issue of economic sluggishness, the economic stagnation, the cultural decline, the over-politicization of society. None of these issues were being addressed by her. Instead, she was going into completely irrelevant things, talking about Bengali Asmita and things like that, as if she's the sole custodian of that. And I think it's sad, but here was once a very tall leader who played a pivotal role in getting the Reds out of West Bengal. And today she is being reduced to spinning completely fantastic conspiracy theories. I don't think that's it. Look, you must realize that we saw the best bloodless election Bengal has ever witnessed for a very, very long time. And it saw a phenomenal turnout of people, real people, not some ghost voters.
Right.
And that, to my mind, tells you everything about this election. It tells you about everything about the legitimacy, the mandate which the BJP government has secured in West Bengal. And it also tells you that it's sad that Mamata Banerjee is so out of tune with what the people are saying.
Right.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so I must go because I have another engagement.
All right. All right. So my last question to you, my very last question to you, sir, do you think that the presence of AIMM, AJUP, ASF has helped BJP significantly, as all these parties, including Congress and CPM, have eaten up TMC's minority votes, or is it all about Hindu consolidation?
No. The Hindu consolidation has nothing to do with these central forces being there. No, Hindu consolidation has got a lot to do with the feeling that the Hindus in West Bengal feel for a long time that they become reduced to second-class citizens. And when Mamata Banerjee makes statements like, if I wasn't there, then another community will come and, trample all over you, things which she said that casually, I think those played a very major role. Look, Bengal essentially has 70 to 80% Hindu, 80% Hindus. Or is it 70? I'm sorry, 70% Hindus. You cannot ride roughshod over their feelings. You cannot say that this is a Ganda Dharm or something like that. You cannot actually say that one particular community deserves exceptional treatment and that happens to be the minority. You cannot do these sort of things and hope to prevail politically. Sometime it will come back to haunt you, and it has.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Dasgupta, for joining us, and
very
many congratulations on your victory.
Thank you.